Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Good morning.
Rock here.
Nancy here. How's
Whatever that
everybody
was.
doing? That was
Whatever that was.
fun. It's back in the 90s.
King Africa?
King Africa, Bomba.
Bomba.
I like it. I used to love that song when I was a kid.
Really?
90s. Yeah, it was.
Jeez, you can really see her legs.
Yeah, I know.
got
I
legs.
gotta shave. Anywho,
No, you're
we're
alright.
gonna put that aside.
Should.
How's everybody doing
How
today?
is everybody
it's
doing?
Tuesday, day 2 of this beautiful cleanse.
Of her cleanse, not mine.
No, my cleanse. This is my juice. This is my breakfast. Green detox juice.
You didn't get all that much? So
Well, I didn't put all that much. I have to go. I gotta go buy some celery and some cucumbers and some lemons today.
ill prepared. Come on. Alright.
Not ill prepared.
Cheers.
It's because yeah. Anyway. This is really good. Wow. I can get used to this. Seriously. What about
Yeah.
you?
Mine's alright.
I didn't have time to make your smoothie, so
I can take care of myself.
Yeah. So you.
Cashew milk, protein, coconut water, shake, shake, shake. C'est fait.
Not too bad.
That's alright.
It's all right. Okay.
Come on, what do we get?
I didn't have time to make your smoothie. Sorry. But I made mine. I'm getting used to the machine. It's freaking awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
This is, I had to substitute because I didn't have any celeries and I didn't have any cucumbers. So I put a whole zucchini in there, kale, lime, and ginger root.
Wow.
Those are the 4 ingredients. But freak, it's good. It's really good. It's really refreshing. So day 2, huh?
Day
I'm
2,
gonna talk to you guys
huh?
about day 2.
You American?
Shut
Huh?
up. Oh, stop it.
Anyways, nothing wrong with
Better
that.
than saying A.
No.
You think A is better than huh?
Come on,
Alright.
eh?
So day 2. So yesterday, it was really about juicing and
Cleansing.
no, it's a juice. It's lattes, like just basically like it's a turmeric latte using cashew milk. I made a whole big batch of vegetable nourishing broth. So you make your soups with that. So yesterday I had a pumpkin ginger soup for supper, and the rest of the day was juices and one turmeric latte. So it was really good. But you kind of find yourself like searching for food, and you really like you find out a lot about yourself. Like it's like how are you a prisoner to food? It's like, do you eat when you're bored? Because yesterday I was like, oh man, I'm kind of feeling a bit bored. I wanted to grab something to eat because it's something to do, and it feels good.
A lot of us are bored eaters.
Yeah, I'm finding that out. It's like you find things out when you do these types of cleanse. It's like,
Yeah.
and then like I'm hungry, but am I really hungry though? Like
Yeah.
at a cellular level, I can be because I'm following this really detailed plan that really is like nourishing your cells, and it's like
Well, you have to take into consideration that when you are used to eating 3 meals a day, your stomach expands, right?
that's true.
And when you feel hunger and your stomach,
Shrinks.
you have a sore stomach because you're hungry, it's because the stomach is like shrinking,
Yeah.
right? So that's what you're experiencing, is this kind of like withdrawal of the stomach being stretched out
Yes.
to hold in all that food.
Yes.
Well, the
Yes.
stomach's right here, I guess, not down here, but right here.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
And then
so that's what it is.
I was asking myself yesterday, I'm like, okay, so I feel really hungry, but I'm like, what am I hungry for? And I really wanted to have like a muffin or some chocolate
Cookies.
or some cookies, like things that like I like, it's like you're going through like a sugar detox here, so you're gonna be craving those. Your body's like, I want that. What are you doing to me? It's like, I need that. But
Yeah.
no, you don't.
No. Well, you do, but in small doses, and when you're detoxing, you don't.
Yeah, and then my softeners were always like,
Are
well, they're
cleansing.
healthy. They're healthy cookies. They're healthy muffins. But still, this is a...
It's a week.
This
You
is
can
a
do it for a
mission.
week.
This is a mission to really nourish myself at a cellular level, go through the motions of this cleanse. By day 3, they say you're going to reach that hump where you're going to feel like more hangry, possibly more irritable, possibly more, like
That's
tired.
gonna be fun for us, I guess.
Tired, but you may not. Like it may not. It
You
depends. But then after that, you're gonna start reaping the real benefits, like energized and clarity and focus and So
It's a good experiment.
It's a really good experiment.
I'm looking forward to see how you're going to turn out.
and yesterday, Rock's like, hey, you should like weigh yourself before and then weigh yourself at the end. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. Like, obviously. And we don't have a scale,
We don't
so
have a scale
I had to
here.
borrow one from a good friend of ours. And she was laughing because she thought that was funny.
Isn't that something? We don't have a scale.
Well, I just think I don't want to measure my health on a number. It's not about calories, it's about how you feel.
Do you guys
Super
have
important.
scales at home? Quick yes.
I think everybody has a scale.
It seems to be this thing we just get like an automatic. We used to just, well, we need a scale. Well, why do you need a scale? We gotta weigh ourselves. Really?
Well, it's measured upon a number,
Yes,
and
she has a scale, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah has a scale. And I don't think it's. I mean, it's good to gauge, yes, but when you can become obsessed with weighing yourself every single day,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes a problem because then you're attaching your self-worth to a number, and it should be on how you feel. Yes.
So
but
yeah,
put it away.
we haven't had a scale in the house in forever. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I want
But,
to emphasize on counting nutrients as opposed to counting calories.
I just know,
because-
like, personally, I just know if I've taken a little extra. I know right
you're
away.
in
Like,
denial sometimes.
I'm like, I'm gonna slack off the beer for 2 weeks and I'll be fine.
Which you did.
I
You
did.
were supposed to.
No, I did.
You did not.
I did the 2 beers a day.
No. Last weekend you did like 3, 4.
No, 3. Because I had a 6-pack. I was supposed to do 2, 2, 2, but because with the Calypso, I said I'll bring an extra because we're gonna be there all day.
There's always going to be a softer.
But I only had the 2, 2, 2. I only had the 6. Same thing.
It's so easy. No, I get it. It's easy to use softeners to okay
Would
the
you quit it?
behavior. What?
There's no softeners. I
Yes,
did
there
exactly
is.
what I. We'll see you tomorrow to see how angry you get
Exactly.
chewing your fingers
I'm
up.
saying, like, even myself, it's like, it would be easy for me to be like, well, I'll just have a bite of this.
You see trends over time, not daily though. Yeah, Max, you don't want to go daily because your body weight will fluctuate. Like she weighed herself, I weigh 117 already. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't lose 3 pounds since yesterday. You just haven't eaten.
It was scary because I was like, I don't want to like melt away during this cleanse.
It's
I'm not.
fine,
Anyway.
It's fine. You're gonna be fine.
No, I know.
Your
I
body
know.
will
Fine.
handle.
This is good.
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen to me. Because
Oh,
I'm
boy.
168
Should
pounds.
we rent an Airbnb? Because you're going to
168
be like.
pounds. I can't wait to see what kind of meltdown I'll have. Right? That's 1 week there. Nothing.
And I'm
no
doing,
fun.
And I'm doing gentle exercise,
Yeah.
like yoga. It's very important because you're spending that energy to detox your body, and you're not having that sustenance in the food.
Yeah.
When you're eating.
So that's
so
what
when
I
you're
would do.
just
That's
drinking
what
your
I would do.
meals, super important to keep your exercise very light, very calming, because you're kind of like your central nervous system is kind of like tweaking itself a little bit. So
Yeah.
you want to be kind and gentle to your
What you're really
nervous
doing,
system.
in a way, is that you are reactivating the caveman side of yourself, the hunter-gatherer. Because when we were hunters and gatherers back in those days, we didn't eat like the way we eat now. It was very sporadic.
Right.
We didn't even have meat every day. It was like a hunt. But the body got used to, like a lion, for example, they don't eat every day. But the less food you have in your body, there's studies that have been shown it increases your awareness and your level of sharpness
Yes.
and physical strength to a certain extent.
Yes.
I'm not saying starve yourself for 3 months and you'll be stronger than you were before, but it really put our brains into like hyper focus so that we could spot foods and animals, critters to eat, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So you're tuning into that.
Yeah, like after like day 4, that's when it's gonna be like enhanced clarity, enhanced focus, enhanced energy.
What about
because
sex
the
drive?
body, shut up. Because the body needs that to find food historically.
Maybe.
And the thing, so what's really amazing about a detox, and I talked about it yesterday a little bit, is so basically there's so much toxins in and around us, like from
Just look at anything.
even like
anything.
the radiation, the foods that we eat, even if it's not like even if it's whole foods, but if it's not organic, there's lots of pesticides that are sprayed on there. There's GMO foods. There's packaged
Everything.
foods.
The sunscreen, Did you know that over 70 companies have tested positive for, is it benzene?
Benzoid or something?
Nah,
Benzoid? Yeah.
benzene or something like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
And that's a cancer-creating
Yeah.
carcinogen.
Yeah, and
And
then
you're putting it all over your body.
and not only that, I mean, from your mattresses to your carpets to your couch,
Everything.
they spray this stuff on there, which is a toxin.
The Scotch guard?
It may, yeah, there's something on there. You know, like that new smell that you
Oh,
buy.
yes.
That's a toxin.
Your
And-
pit stick.
Well, whatever you put on or in your body that's not more natural, that there's lots of toxins in there. So
Chemicals.
So we intake a lot of toxins every single day, even from our phones, the radiation from our phones or our iPads or whatever.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. There's no escaping it. But what you can do is 3-4 times. I would say 3. I'm going to aim for 2 to 3 times a year. You do this 7-day cleanse, so that way. Your body has a chance to detoxify itself because what
After
happens,
Christmas, that would be a good time to do it,
yes, of course,
right?
yes. So what happens is that the body has such an amazing wisdom because every toxins that we take gets stored into fat.
If it's not processed right away. But because we're so inundated with toxins, then it gets stored into your fat.
Exactly. So as it gets stored into fat, we gain more weight. So a lot of the times we're like, well, I need to stop eating fat or
not the answer.
sugar to lose weight, which refined sugar, yes, but it's really the overload, the toxin overload that our body can't properly metabolize. Like, you know, the liver, the kidneys.
Yeah.
We detox through our skin, to our breath, to our liver, to our kidneys.
Do you know if the detox gets rid of heavy metals?
Yes, and that's another thing too. Heavy metals are like all over the place.
Not like Metallica,
Oh my gosh.
but like aluminum.
Aluminum, so we don't use aluminum. We use a parchment paper rather. Aluminum, like if your deodorant has aluminum in it, like there are aluminum-free deodorant.
Listen, if you're spending $1 for your pit stick, it's probably full of chemicals. So you just got to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
So I have an underarm here. I forget what it's called, and it lasts me more than a year.
Yeah.
But I don't use it every day, right? When I go out, I'm talking to somebody specific. We're going to go out and hang out. Then I'll put it in.
Right, and
If
then
I'm just sitting here at home, I don't care.
yeah, exactly. And then you have.
Good morning.
Wait.
Renetta's there.
Oh, cool.
Talking about heavy metals and does the detox help with, or the cleanse help with
Yes,
heavy metals?
absolutely.
And the answer is yes.
Yes, because there are some heavy metals. My goodness, like even mercury in because
Fish.
in our fish, tuna is one of them. Like that's higher in mercury because because our oceans and they're just kind of depleted. Like they're
Yeah,
just,
so the body can get rid of that naturally. However, if you got a poor lifestyle, you eat Doritos every day, Big Macs, soda drinks, food with dyes, it doesn't matter how many cleanses you're going to do, because if you go back to that, then you're just inundating your body again with all these toxins, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the body, if you have a handful of Dorito, a bowl of Dorito, and that's all you have all week that's going to be cheap, your body can get rid of that. If that's the
Absolutely.
only toxin you ingest.
Well,
But
yeah.
problem is, you got pit stick, you got lotions, you got makeup for women. These are full of toxins. The skin is your biggest organ. Whatever you put on your skin is going to go into your bloodstream, right? So the problem is you have so many toxins coming from everywhere that your body is like, whoa, this is way too much. I can only get rid of this much. So it becomes like toxic waste, and it's stored in the muscle.
No,
And it's
the-
stored,
and as
the
fat.
fat. Sorry, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's what happens.
Yeah, and then when you give it a chance to detoxify itself, then
It gets rid of
it gets rid of the toxins
Yeah,
in the fat,
naturally.
and that's when you lose weight.
Naturally.
So it's really fabulous. I love it.
Rest also gets rid of good toxins.
Oh gosh.
Sleep.
Yes.
So what do you call that? A lymphatic system? That's the
Lymphatic drainage.
Lymphatic drainage.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, your brain doesn't have a system like that. What it does, apparently, do your own research. When you sleep, the liquid in your brain that holds it floating, that wishes, that moves, and it gets rid of all the excess proteins in all of the crevices of your brain that could potentially have heavy metals, could eventually lead to dementia, Alzheimer's, any other sort of brain problem. And you need proper sleep for that. There's a specific zone, and I think you said it's between 10 and 12.
Yeah, because your human growth hormone is
that's
more
the
active between
perfect
those
zone
times.
for that. So sleep is super important
Oh my
too.
gosh, yes. You want to ideally bring your state back into the rest, digest, and repair.
Yeah.
And sleep is a big part of that. And when you're eating, like properly sit down and take a deep breath and give thanks to your meal. That way you're back in the rest and digest and repair mode. That way it's not going to be stored as excess.
Everything.
Yeah, because if you're not chewing your foods properly, if you're not taking the time, then you're essentially like in fight or flight mode, which is like creates a stress, which produces a toxin, because stress in itself produces toxins. So that's why like learning how to detoxify yourself with like negative thoughts, meditation practice, gratitude practice, all those things goes hand in hand with cleansing. Because if you're doing this cleanse and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, like all these negative thoughts and like
you need to cleanse that too.
Yeah, it's a whole integrative.
My question to you is, in this cleanse, do they tell you when you're drinking your juices to chew?
No.
Should.
Well, yeah.
Chewing does two things, right? First, it masticates, like it breaks down the food, right?
But the juices are going to go straight to the cells. You're skipping the middleman. The fiber is not in there. So
yeah, but okay, so maybe that's all right. But
yeah.
the enzymes in your saliva also break all that down.
Yeah, when you're chewing,
every time you chew, you release that saliva right under your tongue there. That sometimes you can chew, you can squirt that there.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm actively chewing. You'll see when I take a drink, I chew 4 or 5. I probably should chew 22
that
times.
Helps to digest, but because you're doing a juice, it skips the digesting process because it goes straight to your cells. So
I would still chew.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could, because you're activating your hydrochloric acids, your digestive enzymes. So you could do that, but I mean, it's not necessary. And what's great about this cleanse is that afterwards, it has a 21-day program to kind of wean yourself into eating clean, because you don't want to do all this work for like 7 days and then bam, go right to where you first started eating like a poor
processed food,
a poor diet, just a poor diet. You don't
diet.
have to say it, just a poor diet.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm the funny one. You stick to your facts.
Yeah. So yeah, day 2, guys.
Wrap it up.
Not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Cleanse your thoughts, bro. If you have bad thoughts, cleanse that.
Right.
Okay? Sleep is important. As always, we love you.
Yeah, we're thinking about you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 7:45. Cheers.